Good morning, y'all. We're in Genesis 36. Okay? Genesis 36. FYI, we have been doing a study. We have been doing a study from Genesis 1 to the point that we're at now. So we haven't missed a beat. We've done every word of the Bible. That's right, every word of the Bible. Every chapter so far we've done. Yep. We'd like to do more, but this is the only way we can cover any type of ground without getting scattered. On Sunday, we do a New Testament reading. Yep. All right, so here we go, Genesis 36, and we're on YouTube at Preach Facts. These are the generations of Esau. Genesis 36. That is Edom. Esau took his wives from the Canaanites. Adah, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite. And guys, to me, just for the record, this is an image for me of okay, we're in the world, but you know how Jacob's mother, she said, "Hey, go back to my father's house to find a wife. Don't get your wife from this land. We don't like the daughters of this land." To me, that's an image for me in the world that's saying, "Hey, don't conform to the world. Don't do what they're doing," and I mean that literally. You know, the way things are going down, all that. Be separated. Be different. Go back to your native. Go back to your native family, which is, of course, the child of God. You're a child of God. Go back to the holy ways and marry there. Marry the Christ. And it's not and that's scriptural, talking about the bride and everything. So, to me, that's an image of us not conforming to the world and going back to the roots, which is the scriptures and the Christ. Okay? So, I just want to throw that out there early. Never too early to start getting this stuff. Meanings. I was in the wrong version. Okay. Okay, now, and Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan and Adah, the daughter of Elon. I'm telling you, that guy's been around for a minute. That boy Elon, he be doing it, bro. It's not just what you think it is. LOL. Okay. Now Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon and the Hittite, and Aholibamah. Let me check up here on that, because are we in 35 or 36? I think I might be in the wrong chapter. No, I think we're in 36. Okay. Yeah, we're in 36. Okay. Aholibamah. Obama's been around for a minute too. Aholibamah. Okay. Elon Obama. Okay. A holy Bama. A holy Bama. Oh, holy Bama. Hey, it is what it is. Man, been around for a minute, bro. They found. Don't let me joke around about this stuff, but yeah. Oh, holy Bama. Oh, holy Bama. That's a pretty cool name. Oh, holy Bama. Okay, the daughter. Oh, it's a dude. It's a chick. The daughter of Anna. The daughter of Zibion, the Hivite. Okay. And Basemeth, Ishmael's daughter. And Bashemath, Ishmael's daughter, the sister of Nebajoth. And Ada bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemath bare Reuel. And Aholibama bare Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took wives, and his sons, and his daughters, and all the persons of his house, and his cattle, and all his beasts, and all his substance, which he had got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. For their riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Okay, to me that's an image, guys. Pause. That's an image of you can't serve two masters. There's only enough room for one in the vessel. God can't be in the vessel if you got other stuff going on. Take or leave it. That's what I'm getting out of that. Christ cannot be in the vessel if you have other stuff going on. You're shooting up meth. You're doing all this. You're smoking meth. You're popping acid. You're popping ecstasy. What you think it's ecstasy, it's really meth. You drinking all the time, getting drunk, smoking cigarettes. Not necessarily the cigarettes, but you got a lot going on. Your priority is not the Lord. He cannot stay with you. Okay, he cannot stay with you. Okay, because of all the stuff that you have going on. Okay. So that's just what I get out of that. I'm not saying you personally. I'm saying, when I say you, I mean anybody. If it is you, I'm trying to get through to you. And that's me too. I'm as quick to fall as anybody. End of story. I haven't relapsed on drugs for a while. It's been about 4 months, 5 months. I've been clean, y'all, so I'm really trying, man. I think because I'm watching these recovery videos and stuff I found yesterday, I'm trying to just sincerely know that I can't do this. I can't do this on my own. Every time I try it, it ends up badly. I end up unsatisfied, and I have these stress and panic attacks. It's just a terrible thing, when it plays out. So I have to just admit that my best thinking is always going to lead me there. And I'm working on it, man. Admitting that something's wrong with me. I can't function normally. I can't live life normally. Admitting I'm powerless over my addiction. And, the 12 steps of recovery program is literally a salvation picture. We're beat, Lord, come on in, we surrender. It's the same thing. The 12 steps of any program is literally a salvation picture. Getting saved, they just don't use the words Jesus and Bible and stuff like that. But that's literally what that is. When you get off drugs, you're being saved. That's what happens. So don't sit here and tell me nothing else. It's a commitment. It's a constant work. It is not a once saved, always saved thing. It's not. There is no straddling the fence. There is no I'm recovered, but I'm still using. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Okay? It doesn't work like that. Okay? So, you know, eventually you'll see the light. Hopefully you'll see the light and realize, hey, I just can't go back. For one, it's not going to work. I can't just do drugs. I'm going to abuse them and end up be in jails or dead. Or it's just... So, that's a picture of salvation. Moving on. And it's just hard knowing that, not hard, it just sucks knowing that I literally fully invested my emotional and my soul into that lifestyle. But now I had to let go. But I can do that knowing that it's just an error in my brain. It's something wrong with my thinking. Yeah, it's always going to have its appeal. It's always going to have that. But guys, we got to let that go. You know, just do it for the moment. Do it for the day. Look at your life. Look how things are going. Stuff like that. Now, there's a guy out there called Danny Lansdowne or something. And I saw him yesterday. He's great, man. He's great. He broke stuff down so simple, man. I'm gonna recommend that video to anybody who's got any recovery issues. I want to say the name of the channel is Zero to a Hero. But Danny Lansdowne? I have to look, but I'll get it for you because I don't want to mess up the video during the screen. But yeah, guys, you got to go check that out. If you have any type of addiction problems or you just need some motivational stuff, this is the guy you need to hear. Okay? So, anyway, pushing on, y'all. I want to get this right with Esau's children, so this is a thorough Bible study. We want to get this right. So Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. So he had 3 wives. 3 wives. 3 wives. 3 wives. And Esau bore him. Now Adah bore Eliphaz. Okay, so one from Eliphaz, one from Reuel. Okay, so 3 sons. And one of them bore 3 sons. Okay, so that one of the mothers, I don't want to say baby mama. That's such a derogatory, stupid term. Baby mama. I always said the mother of my son's mother. Jerry. You are the father. Excuse me. Okay, so he had 4 wives. One of them bore 3. Okay. Okay, we're going to read on because we haven't made much progress today, but that's okay. We're not in no hurry. Quantity and speed does not always mean quality. You know? Period. Facts. End of story. When you're building a house, you can't just throw up the boards and slap them together. I mean, you can. But I'd rather have the one that took 20 years to build, but guess what? That joker there is literally the finest of everything built on foundations. Okay. And I'm just gonna throw. I wasn't gonna say this just because I try not to get too scattered. But look, in the New Testament and in Revelation, it talks about the city that has foundations, the New Jerusalem, the heaven. When I hear that, it didn't really click at first, but then I said, okay, you know, on Earth, we're just floating through the air. There is no foundation. We're floating around the sun, and the sun is going around the galactic center, and that's probably going around something else. So we're really precariously just out here on a planet, floating around. There's really nothing secure about the way we're floating through space. Okay? But when it says, you might not think nothing of it, I'm just telling you to be aware of your surroundings, and that's what's going on. You're floating on a ball through space. Floating precariously. Anything could come out and smack you, anything. Meteorites, sun explodes. We're getting closer to the sun. Elon said we're about to cook up. That's why he wants to go to Mars, because we're getting closer to the sun. We're getting slowly closer to the sun. So there's a lot of dangers that happen when you're floating around on a ball through space. Not to mention the inside it's got molten lava in it. You know, these are pretty harsh conditions we live in, and it's dangerous. So, but the city with foundations, you talk about the New Jerusalem. That, to me, I saw the contrast. Now, this is just my theology, that city is not floating around through space. That is in a higher dimension where there is no floating around. We're just there. It's been set up for us. So we're not floating around. Heaven will not be something that's just floating around. Okay. In a what happens next position. Okay, so I'm just throwing that out there because I thought that was important, because it says the city that has foundations. What does that even mean? It means to me that we're not floating around on a ball through space. Okay? Take or leave it, man. I'm on to something. I don't care. I am on to something. I'm on to something with that. I'm probably dead on. That's what that means, that we're not floating through space. We're more into the solid parts of God's mind, or whatever it is. We're more in a secure place. It's not subject to things happening. That is a more permanent place. This is not so permanent. Yeah. So, a city that has foundations. What do you think that means? I mean, really? No, that, to me, that means, like I said, bro, we're more into the solid state of God. At that point, we'll be more. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, dude. I'm on to something with that. I'm on to something. This is more like a passing thought to God. I think this stuff we live in. We're floating around. You know, it's kind of just like a thought. Yeah, we exist. But, you know, there's a lot going on out here. Black holes, galactic centers. Dude, we're in the mind of God. Face it. Face it. Face it. Face it. Now, when we get to that city that has foundations, it'll be more secure. It won't be just floating around. We'll be in the next phase of development or evolution, evolving. Not evolving, it's purpose. There's purpose. But yeah, when I heard the foundation thing, okay, so I might just read some of this through because I'm running behind now. And Esau took wives. This is not just a Bible study, y'all. We are actually covering stuff. We're actually talking about, you know, the most current thoughts and stuff that we've got going on. Whatever, man. Take it or leave it, man. I mean, in this hustle and bustle of world, you know, this stuff may not seem like it matters. But I might be dead on. I might be dead on. Dead on. Okay? Leave that alone. For their riches were more that they might dwell together. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir, Esau in Edom. Esau is Edom. Time for breakfast, cookies and coffee with the official sponsor. All right, so and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites. In Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons. Eliphaz, the sons of Adah, the wife of Esau. Rubel, the son of Bashemath, the wife, and we're all related. Guys, this is another important point. He took one of his wives was a descendant of Ishmael, which was Ishmael's daughter, verse 3. Okay, so we're all related. It's all going back to Adam. That's the point. It's all going back to Adam. Okay? Or the 8 sons. The 8 sons of Noah. I mean, the 4 sons of Noah. Or was it 3 sons? I want to say Noah and his 4 sons. It was either Noah and 4 sons or Noah and 3 sons. I want to say 4 sons. Okay. Eliphaz, the sons of Adah, the wife of Esau. Rubel, the son of Bashemath, the wife of Esau. Okay, now, if I'm not mistaken, and I've said this before, that this is where the religions of the world split from Jewish or Judaism to Islamic. It happened with Esau and Jacob. That's where that happened. Everybody that was from Esau, Jacob became the Jews, and somewhere on the lines of okay. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Okay, so now it's giving us the rundown of their sons, his sons, Eliphaz. So here's the name of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Ada, the wife of Esau; Reuben, the son of Bashemath, the wife of Esau; and the sons of Bashemath, the wife of Esau: Reuel, the son of Bashemath. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. 12, 36, 12, y'all. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going kind of slow because I just want to make sure we get everything. That's going to be helpful. It's all helpful in the grand scheme of things. I'm just saying, like, these were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Reuel, Nahath, and Zerah, and Shammah, Mizah. These were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. Aholibamah, the daughter of, these were the sons of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. And she bare to Esau Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. And guys, the extent of these genealogies is proof, because some of the stuff you have to realize just can't be made up, like the fact that they went back further on one end than they did the other ones. Like on one of his wives, it said that it was a daughter of so and so. Okay, I'll get the names. Okay, these are the sons of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. So right on that one, it gives us 2 extra generations from her going up. Even though she's Esau's wife, it gave 2 extra generations on her end. Okay, so but it didn't really give that on the other couple, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just a key indicator that you can't make this stuff up. You know, you can't make this stuff up. These are details that somebody actually, this is actually the details they had, because that's the way it happens. In the real world, that's what happens. We get some details, the other ones we don't. So this is just real life stuff. It's an evidence of real life stuff if you have any sense to see that. Okay, we're not just reading a book. We're not just waiting for something to fly by and distract us. We're actually dead set on this. Okay. Okay, these were the dukes of the sons of Esau. We check 15 on that because that's kind of interesting. These were the chiefs of the son of Esau. Now, guys, and I read slowly through this stuff and trying to get as much detail as we can because we're leaving a lot out. That's why I'm reading slow, so I know, because you never know where you're going to find meaning. Is it in the genealogy? Is it in something? It's not really about. It's about you paying attention. God is gonna, if you're looking for stuff, taking the time to really get acquainted with the details. Guess what? That's God. You're looking into God's face. You're trying to really figure stuff out because guess what? That's where God is in the Word. Take or leave it, man. Take or leave it. That's what's going on. Okay. So when we go slow like this and try to get the details, we're 36 chapters in, bro. We are 36 chapters in and moving steady. This is a great embarkment that we made. This is like an ark this is like the ark that was on the water. We have taken a journey through. This is a journey, man. And I am so excited and so proud of y'all. For if any of you is following along, I'm so proud of y'all and thankful for y'all for being here and proud for your souls because this is going to be awesome. Okay. Where do you hear that at? People doing Bible study from front to back. That's what we're endeavoring to do here. That's what we're endeavoring. This is like going up the Mount Kilimanjaro or the Mount Everest. What's that other one? K2, Kilimanjaro. Anyway, this is like climbing a mountain, bro. But more. We're going. This is like SpaceX, man. We're going up through there, but bigger. This is bigger. Take or leave it, man. Okay, now these are the dukes. Now, Duke Korah. Okay. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kenaz. I like that Duke. It means chief in the other translation. Huh. Okay. Okay, now these were the sons of the firstborn. Okay, and the firstborn is really significant in the Bible. For one, it just is, man. It just is. I mean, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but right in this second, but yeah, it's going to take us away from our topic even more. But yeah, the firstborn is always significant. I say that because it's mentioned here. Okay. Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz, the son in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Ada. And these are the sons of Ruel, Esau's son, Duke Nahath, Duke Zerah, Duke Ruel, Esau's son, Duke Nahath, Duke Zerah, Duke Shema, Duke Mizah. These are the dukes that came of Ruel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Aholibamah, Esau's wife. Duke Jeush, Duke Jalam, Duke Korah. And these were the dukes that came of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom. These are their dukes, and these are their dukes. These are the sons of Seir the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan, and Shobal, and Zibeon, and Anna. Now, I'm kind of seeing what this is about. These are the sons of Seir the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan, Shobal, and Zibeon. Now, this is kind of interesting. These are the sons of Seir. I want to say this guy is not in the genealogy. They're just placing him in there. He would obviously be a descendant of Noah at some point. But I don't think they're tying him in. So we're just going to leave that alone for now, because that seems like a seemingly... And to me, that's almost an image of, y'all, okay, we've got our world, but there's going to be strange stuff coming. There's going to be strange stuff coming, off the wall stuff, strange teachings, new drugs. There's going to be strange stuff coming. We have to have our ground, okay? So don't be afraid of a curveball or a left field that's going to come out. Just keep on pushing. You know what matters. The Christ, the sin, and all that. To me, that's just what came to mind. Sorry. Not really. Okay. So I brought that up because Lotan. And the children of Lotan were these are the sons of Seir the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan, and Shobal, and Zibeon, and Anna, and Dishon, and Ezer, and Dishon, and then it's Dishon. Dishon and Dishan. These are the dukes of the Horites, the children of Seir in the land of Edom. And that sounds kind of like Syria. Seir, Syria. All right. And the children of Lotan were Hori and Heman. And Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shobal were these: Alvin the chipmunk. No, I'm just kidding. And these were, forgive me, Lord. And these are the children of Zibeon. No, and the children of Shobal were these: Alvin, and Menahath, and Ebal, and Shipho, and Onam. And these are the children of Zibeon, both Aha or Ajah. Aha. And these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anna. This was that Anna that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zibeon his father. These are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anna. This was the Anna that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zibeon his father. So, as I slide back over to try to confirm what I was saying about these genealogies and how they brought up some people that weren't really mentioned without a background. Like I said, it goes back to Noah, if I'm not mistaken, because over here it says Esau took of the daughters of Canaan and because the Canaanites were basically Cain's people. You know, when Cain got blotted out from the genealogy, you know, his people were still over there. He built the city and stuff like that. So these are basically descendants of Cain. You know, the Canaanites, if I'm not mistaken. You know, we just quit following Cain at that point, you know, in his city over there. And we even blotted him out from the genealogy. He's not even mentioned in like verse 6, chapter 6. When they started talking about the descendants, that line split and they stopped following him in that story and just left him out. Which is basically what happens in the Lamb's Book of Life. When we sin and stuff, we get removed from that, if I'm not mistaken. So that kind of explains what's going on here with the genealogies, is that these people, you know, they're Cain's descendants. So there is a reason why they're there. It's not just where are these people? No, these are Cain's descendants. Okay, they're Cain's descendants, and they end up getting removed and displaced and all that, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just a bad end of the deal on that end for them because of what Cain did, and that sucks. That just goes to show the absoluteness of God. You know, the absoluteness of God. So that's why we have the Christ, because it's absolute with him too. Because of our descendants, Adam, when he sinned, we all paid the price. We all paid that price. We were in him. We were a part of him. We were in him, like the China dolls. You know, when you open them up, and there's a smaller doll, and there's a smaller doll, and you open that one, there's a smaller doll, and still, and so on. You end up having all these shells of dolls. That's what we were inside of Adam. So I know it wasn't our choice, but God doesn't look at it like that. We were part of Adam, and Adam got cursed, and you know, and that's why we have this way we are today. But you got to trust God and know that there's greater stuff going on than that. You know, God maybe had a purpose through all that. That's the way I look at it. Don't just look at it from that perspective. Look at it that God was working. He has a greater creation. Nothing gets past him. Okay? So, yeah, that happened. Don't just focus on that. Focus on the greater image that God was using this to make something better. That's my theology. I don't know if it's right. I'm just saying. I don't think it's because, you know, that's what I got. Could be both. So, one of the great, I don't know how true this is, but one of the great slogans, not slogans, but theologies, is that all truths are but half truths. So, and all paradoxes are reconcilable. So, yep, because, yep. It makes sense if you think about it through through the thoughts of God. Yeah, we're real, but it's just a thought of God, so we're only partially real. Okay, so we got about 4 or 5 minutes. Let me see if I can just see what I can cover here without missing anything. So, and the children of Lotan and Dishon and Ezer and Dishan. These are the dukes of the Horites, and the children of Seir in the land of Edom. And the children of Lotan were Hori and Heman, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shobal were these: Alvin and Manahath and Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. And these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anna. This was that Anna that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zibeon, his father. And the children of Anna were these: Dishon and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna. And these are the children of Dishon, Hemdan and Ishban, and Ithran and Chiran. Here come the Ans: Pakistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, and these are the children of Dishan. Now, guys, I know it's a lot, and we're gonna stop right here because I don't want to just fly through this. But this is just an illustration that everybody that we have in the world, the countries, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, they all came from this specific area. The genealogies are for real. This is where the nations came from. The Ans, Pakistan, all this stuff, Muslim nation, Islam nation. All this stuff has specific tribes and chiefs and forefathers. The whole world is accounted for. We're not that many people. We are, but everybody has a specific location, and it's all right here going back to Noah. End of story. Point blank, period. That's it. Case closed. There's your world explanation right there. Don't sit here and tell me that God's word doesn't have enough answers. Don't sit here and tell me that. Every country, every person has a trace back to Noah and the 4 people. 3 sons. I want to say Noah and his 4 sons. Maybe it was Noah and 3 sons. I think it was Noah and 4 sons. Let me go look. Because all people, the whole world, has a perfect explanation. Every country, all Asians, everybody comes back to this. So, that's the point to take away from this. Every nation that we have today, Jews, Palestine, Russia, Asia, Africa, everybody comes back to Noah. End of story. Period. That's it. That's all there is to it. When they flooded the earth, Everybody died. Period. Okay, these are the generations of the sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, so there was 4 dudes. Noah and his 3 sons. Everybody that exists in the world, period, come back to these 4 dudes. End of story. End of story. That's it. This Bible is your story. Everything in it comes from these facts, and you're going towards hell or a city with foundations. That's it. End of story. So guys, run YouTube at Preach Facts. Okay, 2 words. You can reach out at the Gmail at preachfacts7@gmail.com. Okay. Some of these shorts that I made are kind of silly. I get it, but that's just a tactic. We're just trying to bring people into the real video in the Bible study that we have here. Okay, y'all. See you tomorrow.